Hi, I'm Allison Smith with the Kentucky Beef Council, and we're cooking it up in the Kentucky Cattleman's Kitchen today with Chef Larry of Your Secret Chef. Tell us a little bit about Your Secret Chef.
Your Secret Chef is a place that you can come by when you just don't feel like cooking and pick up a meal that's already vacuum packed and ready to go.
So quick and easy, family friendly, right?
Exactly.
And so we're going to make this wonderful recipe. Tell us what's in it.
It is a flat iron steak with a lemon pesto Cambozola.
Okay, and what's the ingredients?
The ingredients, I take a pesto, a little bit of cheese, which I'm using a brie cheese,
okay,
and mixing it up, and I'm going to top that off with a flat iron on top of the flat iron steak, and we're going to use a little bit of potato and broccoli also.
Okay, so you mentioned the potato. I think the potato is the first step in making this recipe. So what do we want to do with it?
Well, first thing you want to do is get your water to a boil, and you want to add a pinch of salt in that, and then you want to take your potato and you want to let that cook while you're preparing the rest of your dish.
Okay, while that potato is going, we're going to get back to the movie. Welcome back. We're cooking up a wonderful flat iron dish with Chef Larry of Your Secret Chef. Chef, tell us a little bit about the flat iron steak.
Well, the flat iron steak, first of all, we sell these steaks at our place already fully vacuum packed for them, and you can pick that up at any time. We also, this particular steak is the second most tender steak up to next to the fillet. Very
tender and a lot of juicy flavorfulness to it.
Exactly.
So what we're going to do is, it looks like you have a pan ready to go here.
Well, what I did is I went ahead and preheated a pan and put a little bit of olive oil on it,
okay,
and then I want to season this up with a little bit of lemon pepper and then also my house seasoning.
So the lemon pepper, you can just buy that at a store if you don't have it, but your house seasoning, it's a little different, right?
Our house seasoning has 5 different blends, and we do sell it at our place. So
if you can't get anything, you can go and buy it there at Your Secret Chef. So we're going to throw it in a preheated pan?
A preheated pan with a little bit of olive oil.
Okay. And just let it sear on both sides, right?
Let it sear about 2-3 minutes on each side.
Okay. Well, while this is searing, we'll let you get back to the movie. Welcome back. We're cooking it up with Chef Larry, making a wonderful flat iron dish. Now, it goes with a special sauce. Explain this sauce for us.
What we're going to do, it's a lemon pesto Cambozola. I'm going to first take a little bit of pesto, which is basically basil and mozzarella cheese or Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of lemon juice, Parmesan cheese, Dijon mustard, and what makes the Cambozola great, it's made with a really taste-enhancing cheese. You can either use a gorgonzola or you can use a brie cheese. In this particular recipe, we're using a brie cheese, and we're going to cut off the skin for it. And did you know that any kind of cheeses like this actually enhances the taste of the beef?
Oh, wonderful! So it really does, kind of like some chocolate and strawberries when you mix it together, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is take this all in there and kind of mush it up and kind of get it all ready to go, because we're going to top the steak with this once we turn it.
And while you're doing that, we'll get back to the movie. We're cooking it up with Chef Larry, making a wonderful flat iron steak. This looks like it's about ready to flip.
And you can tell because the juices are already starting to come out on the other side. So what we're going to do is go ahead and turn that over. And as you can see, you got a great sear on that other side.
So just let it cook. And we're going to move on to the potatoes. Tell me a little bit about that.
What I've done is I've had that potato in there for about 5 to 10 minutes. Once I pull that out, I want to do is I want to cut roulards out of that. So I'm going to cut that and do it nice and give about a 1/4 inch thick and cut it just like that. And I'm going to surround it on a plate right there because we're going to lay our steak on that. Another neat little trick is we have our herb butter, which we sell at our place. You put this in the broccoli in a bag, put it in a bowl, and you roughly put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes.
That easy.
That easy. It'll
That
come right
easy.
out that right.
All right, so we're going to put those in. So this has got a fresh vegetable, some potatoes, and then the steak. And so we're going to top that with our sauce, right?
Exactly,
And
our
so
pesto.
while our steak is cooking and our broccoli is, we'll let them go back to the movie. We're cooking up a wonderful flat iron dish with Chef Larry of Your Secret Chef. Chef, we've got the steak pulled out of the skillet. What's next?
Well, what we want to do is we want to actually slice the steak.
Okay.
Then we're going to go ahead and put it on top of the potato, add the pesto sauce to it, and then put it in the oven and let it kind of melt a little bit for us.
So when you're slicing the steak, you want to cut against the grain or with the grain? How is that?
You actually, if you do this, you cut against the grain like that.
Okay.
That gives you a nice cut. And you just don't, you want to do this piece, this is like an individual plate, so you want to do it nice and thick.
Okay.
What I did is just took off the little end pieces off there so you can nibble on it on the side, and then you can do this nice cuts for the actual dish itself.
And so then we're going to place it over top of the potatoes.
Exactly. I'm going to take that.
Okay. And then a little bit of pesto. And then you say you're going to pop it in the oven for
I'm going to pop it in the oven so that way maybe about 5 minutes max.
Okay. While that's in the oven, we'll go back to the movie. We just pulled our flat iron dish out of the oven, and you were saying that you want to make sure about the plate, right?
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you use like an oven-safe plate.
Okay. And so I've brought the broccoli out. What are we going to do with that?
Well, the broccoli, I'm just going to go ahead and place it around. I chose this nice bright color green. You can use asparagus or whatever your family likes. But basically, you just want to place that around that, and then naturally for a little bit of show, just go ahead and put a little bit of parsley around that.
Wonderful. And so if we're not up for making this ourselves, we can come down to Your Secret Chef.
Exactly.
And you do lots of
This
things.
very dish is on our menu this month, and everything comes vacuum packed, and it actually has all the instructions on it in less than 30 minutes.
Very easy and nutritious, right?
You got it. It's got all that stuff on there too.
Yes, well that's wonderful. So they can come and pick it up, or they can make it themselves, and they can get the recipe off the website. Well, while we're looking at this, we've got to try it. So let's enjoy it. And just remember, beef, it's what's for dinner.